There's like a titanic shift somewhere, right? The tectonic plates have somehow come apart. The world is off its axis. Anyone that knows any movies, old movies, Damnation Alley, where the world's axis tilted the wrong way and it fucked everything up. Holy Jehoshaphat. I get my phone's blowing up at 12:55 last night. And it's like, and I'm trying to lick my wounds after the Knicks loss, I should say. And it's John Harbaugh finalizing deal to the New York fucking Football Giants. I can actually tell you this, in all the years I've been being a Giant content creator, there's been one winning season. There has been nothing but despair. There has been nothing but false hope. There is nothing but broken dreams. And in one fell swoop, the Tish and the Mara, you're not going to wipe out the last 15 years, but you are literally putting this team in a position to finally have a legitimate head football coach. Not a retread in Shermer, not a wannabe in the Macadoo and the Judge and the Brian Dable. You literally have a coach that is going to come in here day one with a pedigree, with a je ne sais quoi that is going to spearhead your organization into the next level. And that's it. Yeah. Super Bowl champion, 62 years old now. He's 63 years old now. I'm sorry. He's won 180, lost 113. His worst season as a pro was 5-11 back in 15. He's had multiple 10-plus win seasons. He's had multiple 12-win-plus seasons. He's had multiple 14-plus win seasons. His 2023 season of 12-4 was more games won than the Giants had won in the entirety of the last 3 seasons. We had won 13 games in 3 years. He won 13 games in 2023. And then he was like, hey, I'm going to win 12 games in 2024. Yeah, he was 8-9, but wide right. You got a little Norwood moment which got him terminated. But I don't care. Don't fucking care to me. And I see people talk about, did Joe Schoen lose his power? Yeah, I'm coming back. I'm coming back. Omega Supreme and a bunch of other people. I heard one of the best Giant content creators say, shit, the Giants signed Harbaugh. I may do another season, Tim. Yeah, I said, actually what I said was, if the Giants sign John Harbaugh, I'll be back for 2026. You want me to be honest? I didn't think they were going to. I didn't think they were going to sign Harbaugh. I'm not going to lie to you. I thought it was going to be a typical Giant cock tease.
That's what she said.
And we weren't going to get anywhere. But you literally went out and got a coach with a pedigree. You literally went out and got a coach that we can compete. Well, first of all, listen, we're not going to compete next year. We're not going to compete next year. Let's just be honest. Because the fact that this team has still got a talent issue. The head coach issue is gone. The talent issue is not gone. And also we're getting reports right now. New updates. Let's see here. Todd Monken expected to join the Jaxson Dart staff to boost Jaxson Dart. Let's put breaking news up we're going to put breaking news up as we get it. So let's throw up some breaking news right now. Cause you know what? It's early. We're also going to do another stream at 3. Breaking news. Here we go. We're going to put up breaking news. I don't know who Todd is. I'm assuming he's the defensive coordinator. I'm assuming he's the offensive coordinator. So that news just broke. Like I said, I'm still seeing this team being a 6-win team, maybe 7 now, because like I said, there's still a talent issue, but now there's no longer a head coach issue. He was the offensive coordinator, Todd, for the Ravens in 2023 to the present. Before that, he was the offensive coordinator, quarterback coach over Georgia. He was offensive coordinator with the Browns. He was the offensive coordinator and wide receiver coach from 16 to 17 for the Buccaneers. two-time college football champion. He was wide receiver for Jacksonville Jaguars from 17 to 2010. Listen, you know what? I don't care. I don't care. Let this motherfucker hire who I don't even know who this motherfucker is, but he is the greatest OC in the history of the fucking world. I don't know who he is. I don't care. He's great. Because right now, Todd, I love you. Anything that John Harbaugh does now is awesome. I'm going to be like every other content creator. That free agent signing, best one we've ever fucking seen. That coach, don't know who he is, great coach. The doo-doo. But, I mean, seriously. And I'm going to make sure I get to everyone in the chat today. But seriously, though, when you have a watershed moment sometimes with the franchise, with an organization, and you've probably figured this deal is going to go worth $20 million. And I don't care. John Harbaugh, 5 minutes ago, John Harbaugh accepts offer to become New York Giants football head coach. That's the news that I'm now getting right now from this was 5 minutes ago. I don't know if this is confirmed, but they're now saying that no, it's just saying that he's accepted the offer, but barring a setback with establishing exact parameters of the agreement, he will have his landing spot. That just broke down from a USA Today as well. Like I said, we're gonna be the breaking news channel. But you have to go back to Tom Coughlin. You got to go back a ways to find a coach that had any type of pedigree that has come to this New York Giants organization. And like I said, I think he's the greatest head coach ever. I think any guy that he signs is going to be the greatest head coach ever. Any player that he you bring in any Raven you want, greatest Raven ever. I don't care if they sucked for years.
That's what she said.
Greatest Raven ever. That's what I'm going with. But like I said, this is that moment. This is that moment like when the Giants brought in Tom Coughlin. Tom Coughlin had 9-7, 11-5, 11-5, 14-2 over the Jacksonville Jaguars. Had two bad seasons in a row at 7-9, 6-10. Came over the Giants, still with the pedigree, still with the knowledge, still with, he also was successful at Boston College. Came in, turned the organization around. People forget that it took Tom Coughlin 2 years and Eli Manning to turn the organization around. So let's keep our fingers crossed that everything that he does is going to turn to gold. And I think it will. Harley says, it's a dream, right? Giants say, no freaking way. Mr. Rodriguez says, I still don't believe it. We're supposed to be incompetent. There evidently was a switch in the offices over at MetLife. Actually, the offices are outside of MetLife. There must be a switch that someone flicked. Don't forget to hit the like button, guys. Someone flicked the switch and said, hey, you know what? We're going to be competent today. We are going to do something that we don't normally do, which is run out and sign a guy and get a guy that can propel this organization into, it's better be I assume it's going to be a 5-year deal. It better be a 5-year deal. And it better be such a monstrous 5-year deal that you cannot get away from him. Because it's like, this is still going to be a process. But the process now is in Big Mark. Mark, I'm back, baby. See you at the Giant games. F8. Big salute, Tim. We got him. Report. That's what we're reporting. We're reporting signs 5-year deal. So we're looking at a 5-year deal right now. Let's see if we got any more information. But I want to know what this deal is. What's the deal? I like the Carl Banks. Giant Standards, Carl Banks, 8 hours ago, reposted. What's the deal? What's the deal? Tell me the deal here. I don't want to give you my passcode. I fucking hate this thing. Passcode. It's like, do you really want to steal my work? Go ahead. New York Giants are spending the morning finalizing a 5-year deal with John Harbaugh, making him one of the highest paid coaches, but Harbaugh has accepted the job. Harbaugh has officially accepted the job. It's done. It's over. Oh, fuck you. You know what? Let's renew our season tickets right now. Giants.com. tickets. Let's do that right now. This is how excited I am about this organization right now. This is how excited I am about this team right now. I am literally going on right now. I'm on Welcome to Your Account, New York Giants. Please enter important information. I am renewing my season tickets right now. If I can remember my password. There we go. We are. Don't give me this thing where I gotta go to another thing. My tickets. No, I gotta go to my invoices. Okay, that's my tickets. I don't have any tickets. My invoices. Go to my invoice. Here we go. All right. Well, there's no invoices yet. Okay, there's no invoices yet, but I'm gonna go to my Giant account. Here we go. And I am clicking on my tickets, and I am now clicking on right now as we stream auto renew. I'm putting the auto renew back on for my Giant season tickets. That's what I've just done. I just renewed my season tickets. So, yeah. Yeah, that's what we just did. John Harbaugh has finalized his deal to become the New York Giants football fucking head coach. Tim is back for 2026. Yes, but it's not about me. This is about the New York football Giants. You know, John Mara, in my opinion, and Bob Tisch, in my opinion, are the greatest owners ever. The ownership that we have now is so wonderful, is so dynamic that they are the greatest team ever. I'm even going to wear one of my Super Bowl rings all day. It's the greatest ownership we've ever had. We've only had the Maras though, but it's the greatest ownership we ever had. Fuck everything else. Fuck the roster. Fuck everything else. John Harbaugh, New York Football Giants head coach. Lock it in. Well, we got what is Mr. We got who do we got here? We got Mr. Damien. We got a new member to the online OG club. Don't forget you get all your videos early. And Big Damon, is the newest member for the online Big Blue OG club. Welcome. Welcome, because you want to know what? New York Giants football is back. Greatest team ever. Greatest ownership ever. Until they do something stupid. But no, not today. Not today. I have renewed my season tickets. I literally just went on the account. I went to where it says your contact, your information, account activity, my tickets, my invoices, and I have clicked on auto renew, and I have just renewed. Now they're just going to automatically go back to my credit card. So they're going to auto renew these tickets right now. New York Giants season ticket holder one more time. Let's see what people have to say. I want to hear what people have to say. What do you got to say? What do you have to say? We got Funky Town dropping in the 5 online Big Blue memberships. Make sure you don't forget to thank Funky Town for getting those 5 free online Big Blue memberships. And also want to thank Damon for also joining the club. Davey says, Tim, knowing you will renew your season tickets if Joe Judge would have been hired. You love the pain. No, I don't love the pain, but I'm ready. Green Thumb says, I'm ready. You know what? We got, damn it, where did I put Billy Bob? That phrase. Let's roll! There we go, baby. That's what I said. Let's roll. We're going to get to all seriousness in a minute. But first, we have to get through the euphoria. First, we have to get through the Giants doing... Hit the like button, people! First, we got to get to the Giants doing something right. Patrick loves it. Patrick, cancer is a great rallying issue. No, I'm not into the no. That was being used as a way to get sympathy, and now we don't need that because now we're just like fuck it, fuck it, we're running, fuck it, cry 2 series in a bucket, we're rolling, baby. We're Billy Bobbing it. Let's roll. We are Giants. Am I dreaming? If I'm dreaming, do not wake me up. I do not want to be woken up right now if I'm dreaming. OG Knockout says, I can't believe it happened, but now I'm back watching the Giants again. I know. The strangest things in the world sometimes happen. All of a sudden, you're back watching the Giants. All of a sudden, it's like they're relevant. We're relevant again. What kind of crap is that? Why are we relevant? I mean, seriously, we're relevant. We are now part of the NFC East. If we take a look divisionally, and I'm not saying this because it's because of the mighty FanDuel, FanDuel.com. Don't forget, FanDuel.com. The online Big Blue Show, New York Giants Straight Talk, is brought to you by FanDuel.com. I got so excited with Euphoria, I forgot to mention that. But if you take a look at the NFC East, you can not even arguably say, but you can say the Giants have the best head coach in the NFC East. Fuck Dan Quinn, Sirianni. Who the hell they even have in Dallas? Nobody fucking knows. You can arguably say the New York Giants have the best head coach in the NFC East. Can I actually be excited about this team again? Yes, Joel, you can. It's okay. This is a therapy session. That's why we're going to do it again at 3. It's okay. Come back to the light. Come back to the light. It's all right. I'm going to lead you. Well, you know what? Usually they say you don't go to the light. But now I'm telling you, come to the light. It's all right. It's going to be okay. We got to find it. Do you see the light? Because the New York Giants woke up a week ago when Harbaugh came on the market and said, "You know what? This is what we need to do. This is what we need to do to make this organization successful again." And it's crazy because of the fact that it was always in the back, I think, of everyone's mind that he would have gone to Pittsburgh, or he would have looked at other places like Tennessee and saw Cam Ward and 120 million in cap space, the 4th overall pick, and said, "You know what? I want to go to Tennessee." But sending out Chris Mara, for that initial contact immediately was, I think, a stroke of genius. Bob Tisch basically saying, "Listen, I'm going to fly out and get you." That's a pimp move, where it's like, I'm gonna fly out and get you. I'm going to get on my personal jet. And it's not like John Harbaugh hasn't been on a personal jet before, but it's like, I'm going to fly out and get you and bring you back. But like I was saying to Joel, this is the New York Giants and all Giant fans and all. Let me share. Let's, here you go.
Do you see the light? What light? Have you seen the light? Yes! Jesus H. Goddamn Christ! I have seen the light!
There you go. That's the New York Giants. We're back. You know what they say? The best disinfectant is sunlight. What is this timeline? The Giants did something right. I know, Zach. What the fuck? OG Knockout says Joe Schoen lost all of his powers, and that's a great thing, Tim. Well, we don't know exactly yet. But I would assume that there's not a power struggle. I assume John Harbaugh is going to take over total control of his roster. I'm just going by that assumption. His new name is Backseat Joe. Joe Schoen did not lose all his power. They can work together. Well, we don't know. Honestly, you are not going to hire. You have a lame duck general manager. You are not going to give a guy a 5-year deal. Let's just say it's $20 million for easy math. You're not going to give a guy a 5-year deal for $100 million and saddle him and say, "Listen, you got to work with Joe Schoen." There is probably a wink and a handshake deal that says, "Listen, you know what? You want him gone? He's gone." I've already said it. The easiest thing right now, if you got rid of Joe Schoen, you're going to be paying Joe Schoen and Brian Dable's contract going into the 26th season. It's better just to have Joe Schoen as a transitional piece and then tell John Harbaugh, "Listen, you want to get rid of him, get rid of him. You want him to be the guy that gets the coffee, have him be the guy that gets the coffee. You want him gone next year, he's gone. But at least for continuity's sake, let's just keep him around." Yes, I'm coming back. I can't wait to hear six games. I can't wait to win 6 games next year. Listen, T-Brad, I love you, brother, man, but we're not going to be negative today. No negativity today. We are going to win 6 games next year. This is not a shifting. This is a I hate that word because of Joe Schoen. This is a culture shifting move. This is a this is a culture shifting move for the New York Giants. That's what this is. And at the end of the day, yeah, why the win totals may not be historic, but it's going to be to the point where we start moving in the right direction. That's what we need to look at. And like I said, we've talked about this before. It's like my friend that used to be in charge of the Fifth Fleet. When I asked him all the time, when you have to move these carriers or battleships and you have to move them in an entirely different direction, how easy is it to do? And how long does it take? And he's like, dude, it takes forever. He's like, most people think you just stop on a dime and you're moving a fucking aircraft carrier. It's like, no, it literally takes hours just to move the ship one direction. So this isn't going to be an overnight process. This is going to be a process that we need to be patient. This is a process that we need to have an understanding that, like Parcells, he's got to bring in Harbaugh guys. Such a fucking great name for a head coach, Harbaugh. Who's that? Who's your head coach? My head coach's name is Harbaugh. What's his first name? John. I love it. That's almost like, what's your head coach's name? Ugh. Tank football. What's your coach's name? John. Timmy is not leaving. I'm still unsubbing. No, resub. Everyone come back. All those people I offended, I'm not sorry. I'm not sorry. But you should still come back. But I'm not going to apologize. This is the first time in years I'm actually excited to be a Daryl says, a Giant fan. OG says, I'm ready. Already. He already got his OC. Well, yeah, so that tells me if he's already got his OC that he's pushing forward as much as possible. Wow, the Giants did 2 good things today then. I don't know if Todd's any good. I don't know. I don't care. If John Harbaugh wants to bring in Kermit the Frog and say, hey, Kermit, I would like you to be my offensive coordinator, I would be, hi, hello, everyone. That's what I would literally be like. I wouldn't care. Patrick said, this is you know what? Patrick nailed it right here. This is a franchise saving move by the Giants. Yes, because when you have been this bad, this is like the altering effect after the Miracle in the Meadowlands when Pisarcik hands off to Zonka fumbles, and Herb Edwards runs it in for the win. And Wellington said, I'm done. I got to step away. And he brings in George Young. This is that type of move. Maybe we needed to have 13 wins in 3 years. 13 wins in 3 years. I can't believe that math still. Maybe we had to have 13 wins in 3 years to reach this point. But it's the point we've reached, and we're here. Tim is back in 2026. Mr. Perry says, oh, shit. Early as hell. Yeah, I know. But you know why? Because I've seen it.
Do you see the light?
And we're going to be back at 3.
Have you seen the light?
Yes! Yes! Jesus H. goddamn Christ! I have seen the light!
Guess who's back? Back again. Giants are back. Glenn says we are back now. Welcome back, Carter, says Mr. T-Brack. Come on, man. Harbaugh has to get at least 8 to 10 years. No, they're not going to give him 10 years. But you have to give him at least 5 years and make it to such a point and such an extent financially that you would ruin yourself. Because there's going to be moments, there's going to be feelings, there's going to be this talk that we're going to reach a point where you may want to say, oh, maybe this isn't working out. There's going to be a Coughlin moment when we have a Strahan come in and say, listen, Mr. Coughlin, you have to calm down your shit a little bit here. There's going to be that moment. But if you dump in such a contract that it precludes you from making a stupid move. Yeah, brother, so happy you're staying. Thanks, Joey. I'm not going anywhere now. The Giants can be competitive. I do think the Giants can be competitive. I do think the Giants can and will be competitive. Do I think they're going to win more than 6 games? No. Am I fine with the fact they're not going to win more than 6 games? Yeah, I'm good. I've said this from the moment we hired Shane and Dable. You could lose. Now listen, I've been a fan since 77. You can lose as much as you want, as long as I saw a competitive product that showed a crescendo over the next 4 years. And the only problem was we went 7-2, 2-5-1. Then we won 6 games, 3 games, and 4 games. We went the opposite way. So now if we won 4 games, so now if we win 6, hell, 8 could be possible. Maybe 8 we could win. Still under 500, still not in the playoffs. A lot of it's going to be predicated on what Jaxson Dart does as your quarterback, but I'm okay with that. I'm okay because it's a moment that you're pushing in the right direction. You are steering the ship, like we've talked about. You are steering the ship the right direction. And he will be able to draft his own quarterback. He's not going to. He's going to work with Jaxson Dart, and I'm fine with that. Patrick says, I think this is really temporary. I expect this team to win 7 games at this pre-draft moment. Oh, I'm still saying 6. I still say 6 wins. I could see 6 to 8 wins, but I'm going to say on the air of caution, I'm going to say 6 wins. But I could see 6 to 8 wins easy. And that's what we need to look at. So we just have to keep, we just got to keep it together. Tim, back in 2026. Tim's back in 2026. You and I get our Giants information. 6 to 7 wins. I give him 6 to 7 wins. I give him Coach of the Year too. It's the McAdoo. I give him that as well. Todd Markham helped improve Lamar Jackson's passing ability. Okay, that's good. All right, I love him. I love Todd. Todd's great. Todd is the greatest offensive coordinator that I've never heard of. He's the greatest one I've never seen. He's awesome. He's fucking awesome, Todd. Knock, knock. Who's there? Todd, because he's awesome. I might have had too much coffee today, too. And I watched the new Fallout episode, so that's good. The doo-doo. Harbaugh is competent, period. That's the thing. It's competence. It really is. It's competence. And that is something the Giants have not had in decades. In a decade. They have not had competence at the wheel. It's almost like we have had a 16-year-old at the wheel. And we all know when you got a 16-year-old and they're learning to drive, the worst thing in the world is having a 6-year-old learning to drive. And now it's like we have an experienced driver at the wheel and we're moving forward to the right direction. To so many people's point, this is franchise altering. This was a franchise altering moment for or I should rephrase that. This is a franchise opening or changing moment for the New York Giants. That's what this is. And that's what we have to say. I'm just trying to see if there's anything else here. I'm trying to see. It's just, yeah. I mean, I don't know. I don't know. I've reached the point where I have the point of euphoria, but I'm just like, I'm dumbfounded and befuddled. In 2 years, he should be playoff contender. I think in 2 years, he'll be in the playoffs if things draft well. Do we finally get Joe Schoen the fuck out of here? I don't know. And that's what we're going to have to wait and see and find out. What's Joe Schoen's role going to be within this organization? Joe Schoen could be like, they could all of a sudden say, well, Joe Schoen, you're not going to be GM anymore. You're going to be vice president of football operations and chief coffee getter. That's what you're going to be. That's what you're going to be. You are chief coffee getter. And Joe Schoen will be the best motherfucker at getting coffee that I've ever seen in the history of the world. That's what I'm hoping for. And that's what I hope that we get. We get the best coffee maker there is. Let's Okay, I'm just trying to. I don't know, man. I'm literally just trying to like figure this out. Just trying to figure this out. I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm still trying. I'm still just trying to figure this out. The Giants did, and it's like, I mean, this is a team that for so long has done everything wrong. I don't know, man. I don't know. I don't know. I'm still trying to figure it out. I'm still just literally trying to figure this out. I'm going to cry, says Mr. Rodriguez. Joe says, autoplay told me this morning before I even brewed my coffee. That's even better. Like I said, I was getting pings at 12 o'clock last night, 12:55. And thank God I was up watching the Knicks game, watching the Knicks lose and everything. Oh, Richard, Tim was coming back. And no, I wasn't coming back. Oh God, no, I was not coming back. I had already planned my retirement. I literally had, don't forget to like button, guys. I literally had a show. I mean, now we're going to have to we got 27 likes, 91 people watching that one, and 120 watching the other. Like, please, the channel. Like. I thought I shifted. I thought we were in Bizarro world, but that's all good. 5-year deal, says OG Knock. Timmy, how are we doing? I'm actually doing pretty good. And I'm gonna throw the link in the chat early. just in case anyone I see wants to come on. I'm gonna put the link in the chat early if you want to come on and give us your momentary opinion, because I'm also going to have a stream again at 3:00. So we were gonna have multiple streams today. I got so many people in the chat. I want to make sure I get to everyone. But if you do want to hop on a second and tell us your thoughts about this titanic shift in the NFC East, in the yeah. I don't know what to do. I literally don't know what to fucking say. Okay. Because they fuck you when they go through the drive-thru. I don't know. Guys, I don't know. I don't know what to do. I don't know what to say. I wish I did. And this is one of the few times, so enjoy it now, where I am dumbfounded and at awe of the organization literally doing something right. I think that's kind of what's really screwing with my head. Are the Giants going to be? Because listen, I lived through the 70s. I lived through the 80s. I lived through the 90s. I lived through it all. Honey Pot, what's up, brother? Come on,
hey,
man.
I wrote on there a couple days ago. Jaxson Dart will be the reason we get John Harbaugh.
Well, we don't. Well,
I love Jaxson Dart.
I think also 100. I think also 100 million and control the franchise had something to do with it.
I don't care about their money. That's their money. Has nothing to do with me.
I'm just saying, if I'm a head coach and someone says I'm going to give you $100 million in control of the Mecca franchise, you could have Kermit the Frog as the quarterback. I don't fucking care.
Hey, yesterday I'm all fucked up. I'm like, what? There's a meeting with him today. I thought we might have been last or something. There's a meeting. I'm like, and then, but just like you were saying, I was like, we're not going to get him. It's going to be some bullshit. And then he left.
Yeah, then he left. Then he left.
He left, and I was like, "Look, some bullshit." Now we gotta wait. You know what I'm saying? Wine and dine this motherfucker. You know. And I woke up and I get on. I can't, and then you see his. But I'm with you on that. It might not be next year, because but he's definitely trimming the fat. I mean, he's coming in with that big fucking, that turkey cutter. Your uncle comes over with that. He plugs that shit in. It's like he's coming in with that motherfucker.
You mean the big white one with the 2-foot cord?
Yeah. You don't know where he plugged it into.
You don't know where,
You don't know where he plugged it into.
No, I know
Where the
exactly.
fuck there was an outlet? That thing is humming.
That's exactly what this is. And to your point, you are an astute Giant fan because you understand we may not win next year.
Yeah.
But this isn't about just winning next year. This is winning for hopefully a decade.
It's the epitome of that. That's why you shut up in high school. You shut up. You go to college. You shut up. Get your thing. You do whatever you went there for. And then when it's all said and done, that's when you get to talk. And that's what we got to shut up, take the licks because you suck so bad. But you can suck because you've been sucking. So what's the problem with one more suck? You know what I'm saying?
Right.
One suck. One suck to get out of here. Okay.
He won 13 games in 3 years. And in 2022, he won 13 games. In 2023, he won 12.
And this isn't, is it Joe Schoen? This isn't none of that no more. Joe Schoen is just, the guy, when they ring the bell, he's Belvedere. Belvedere?
Yep. That's
this Belvedere.
He's going to be the best coffee. Joe, 2 sugars, 1 cream.
Yeah, please. No cream. You've been doing cream. You've been thinking again, like you can make decisions with the cream and shit. Like, no cream.
No cream. Well, I always drink my coffee. I always drink my coffee black.
Yeah, I don't drink coffee though. I never liked it, but I'm drinking whatever John's drinking.
Whatever John Harbaugh. What a great name for a head coach.
Yeah,
John Harbaugh.
You knew he was coming here, though. I feel like we were gonna fuck it up, but you knew he wanted to come. Him and his brother. You don't think him and his brother and his dad in the living room watching LT? Yeah, he's coming here. You crazy?
I was hoping he was coming here. We got that information well before everyone else about what he wanted, and I was like, listen, if that's what we talked on the street, but that's what he wanted, I was like, just give it to him. Don't I just had confidence in the Maras that they were going to fuck it up.
When they sent his brother, though, that's when I was like, hey, when you said that, it shows like, yo, it ain't about this dude. It's just, what's going on?
No, when you
like how you said that. How it was like he didn't. The first meeting wasn't with Shane. It was John. They sent John down there.
Well, actually, they sent John's brother Chris.
So Chris. My bad.
Chris flew down.
They sent Chris down there.
Had Sunday brunch with John Harbaugh at John Harbaugh's house. And
Sunday brunch. Them boys had Chick-fil-A at the house.
And then what Tish does is Tish pulls a pimp move and says, John, not only you come to visit, but I'm going to go down in my private jet and pick your ass up. And then fly you back.
Oh, John's driving to my jet.
That's what I mean. And it's not like John hasn't been on a private jet before, but it's when Bob Tish, who is a pretty big name in business, says, not only am I going to send my private jet for you, I'm going with it. And I'm going to talk to you.
Went down there too?
He went with it. He went with the jet and picked his ass up. That's like me driving to your house and picking you up, because then you know what? Then I have you to myself for an hour in the car or in the private jet. Fly back to the Meadowlands.
They did this one for us, man. They did. You got to give it to them. Though, Tim. They did this one for us.
I give them full credit for this. I give the Giants.
I was about to say, Tim.
100%.
The Darty. You got to give them this one now, Tim.
I give it to him, man. I give it to him 100%. I'm proud of the organization for it. Listen, I was there at the Miracle of the Meadowlands when Herm Edwards ran that touchdown, and I was there in the stands as a kid. And I remember the despair of the 70s and finally seeing some light in 81 and finally seeing the light in 86. When they went and got Parcells. This is, and they almost fired Parcells up to 3-12-1, but this is that defining moment, like the Miracle of the Meadowlands, that if you do it right, can push you into the future, can push you into success.
15, 17 year, and even when he leaves, you don't know what's going to come from him. It could have been a coordinator because he finds good coordinators.
Well, he's bringing Todd. I don't know who Todd is, but Todd Monken, whatever his name is, greatest fucking offensive coordinator I've never heard of.
Give a fuck. Listen, he could call me right now, like, Kyle, you're coming. I'm like, shit, hold on.
Shit, man, I'm coming with you.
Yeah. It's just, like I said, I just want to give it to the Maras. I don't know if they listen, if they can hear me. You did this one. Nobody can say nothing about this one.
No, you did this right for the fans. And like I said, people I'm saying always say that I'm negative, but since I've been doing this, we've had one winning season and nothing to look forward to. And finally, in 4+ years of doing the freaking show, the Maras and the Tish really did something, not only for the organization, but for the fan base, for the people that have been suffering for the last 15 years, and finally literally did something right.
That soda shit, though, they always big for that soda shit.
I don't even want to fucking talk about that.
Okay, you're right. Okay, no, but they did this one.
But I'm just gonna say one thing about the soda thing, because so it wasn't per seat, it was per season ticket number. So if you had 4 seats,
I remember you saying that one person.
We went to go get our sodas. They gave us one, and I said, "No, we have 4 seats." He's like, "No." I was like, "Oh." Then I even told the guy, left it on the counter. I said, "Fucking keep it." I said, "I don't want it."
Yeah. Like he should have did a shot or something, like a shot of whiskey or something. Like if you're doing that, like.
But listen, you know what? If that soda fiasco gave us the money to sign John Harbaugh, I think that soda promotion was the greatest promotion ever.
I appreciate you, and now it cannot be no more. It's not going to be no more of that. It's not going to be, and I'm okay with that. I'm okay if we. I'll be honest. I'll be okay if we don't win a Super Bowl with them. If we just get fucking deep playoff runs, beating the Eagles, losing in the NFC Championship, losing in the Super Bowl. I'm ready for all that. I'm tired of this though.
My brother, that's loser talk.
Yeah,
it's Super Bowl time.
No, you're right. You're right.
It's time to get these again. Let's get some of these rings. I'm gonna wear all 4 of them today. Let's go get them. That's what we bring.
Oh man, I got my stuff upstairs, man. I still got my Eli, my Super Bowl replica ring I won from you. It's upstairs. I already boxed it up.
That's right, man. You unbox it and you wear it.
Nah, you're right. I got to put my jersey on for about a week now. I'm not gonna lie, this is huge. No more Jalen Hot. Hey, Jalen Hot, you dropped the pack.
Jalen who?
Come on. For real, it's not gonna be no more of that. It's not gonna be no more. Why is he still here? It's not gonna be no more of that.
To me, right now, it's John Harbaugh and nobody else, because whatever he wants to do the roster, just go ahead and do it.
Because you know that for a fact, that's what it is. It's not like, does he have it? Is it? Does he? And this is what he does. He's a head coach.
For 15 years.
And I'm about to get something over. I needed this one.
I know, man. Brother, man, I knew I was.
Yeah, let me go.
I just needed it, man.
Yeah.
But
thank you.
You're welcome. Appreciate you coming on as always. Oh, we lost him there, but that's all right though. That's Honeypot, of course. Epic Giant fan. If anyone else wants to come on, we're going to put the link in the chat again, because I do want to hear from everybody, but I'm going to make sure I get to as many chats as possible. We're also going to be streaming again live at 3, because like I said, there's going to be breaking news all day. We're waiting for final confirmation and the press conference. I can buy season tickets again. Go for it. I love this one. I'll start having meaningful games to watch in October. No, none of that. That's all loser talk. It's Super Bowl or bust. Not this year. In 3 years. Super Bowl or bust. Christmas came. Listen, B. Will. Christmas either came late or Christmas came early. Think about, or Halloween, or just whatever holiday you want it to be. I hit the like button, people. We got 95 people watching, like 37. Like, we need 50 likes. I feel like Rod Tidwell. At the end of the Jerry Maguire. I love everybody. I love my wife. I love my brother. I love John Mara. I love Tish. I love the guy that gives me information. I love everybody. That's what I feel like. I feel like fucking Jerry Maguire right now. I feel like Rod Tidwell. Oh my God. Let me get it back up to the top here so I can get some of these chats. I'm sorry. Dable will be the OC. Oh, that was mean. That was mean. American Supreme saying, you know what? Oh, that was funny though. Giant Pride is back, at least for today. That's a great way to put it. At least for today, we're back. I'm so happy, says the Zach Attack. Johnny Rico says, I'm just excited. Our season won't be over in October anymore. Oh, I still think it's going to be. I still think it's going to be. Mr. Samuels, I don't think you've ever been on. I don't think
I haven't, but
Welcome. I was going to say, I've seen your name in the chat so many times. I was like, I've never seen you come on. Welcome. Welcome. Wow. This is one of these things now. John Harbaugh, what else could go right?
Well, I appreciate that. Honestly, I've been following you for a while. I'll just say this right off the bat. Big fan. Honestly, one of the more reasonable Giants talking heads. Pretty much the opposite of Tiki Barber. Let's go with that. Even so,
I appreciate
which
that.
is a compliment.
There it is.
I honestly think you and I are differing on this. I think Jaxson Dart showed some really good promise, especially.
Let me just stop you. Right let me just stop you right here. Jaxson Dart, greatest quarterback ever.
Yeah.
Greatest quarterback there ever was. Greatest rookie season. If he doesn't win the NFC rookie season of the year, he was wrong.
Yeah, I don't know if I go that far, but I like the optimism. But I do think, especially with a depleted team, with a coach getting fired, no Malik Neighbors, I can at least enjoy the offense. Watching Daniel Jones for years just almost destroyed me as a fan. And watching Jaxson Dart, like, we can score points. So seeing Harbaugh come in now, to me, is just super exciting. I honestly think, and again, I'm usually pretty pessimistic, but I honestly think we can go 10 wins and go to the wild card. And I'm usually not the type of guy. Every year, I've pretty much been like, we're going to win 4. I honestly think we're going to be the new Patriots. Or I know that's a lot of optimism, but I honestly see with Harbaugh, and I think we have a ton of young, good players. I see us as that team that makes that flip. You know.
I love the enthusiasm and the optimism. I'm still saying 6 to 8 wins because of the fact that while we have a competent head coach who has a pedigree of winning, he still has to mold the roster. I mean, there is so many different issues with this roster still, starting with the salary cap, starting with overabundance of money in the defensive line that can't stop the run, not having linebacker, safety issues, corners. We have to see what we're going to do with the offensive line. We're going to have to get some more wide receivers. We have to worry about a bell cow running back. But all that doesn't matter right now because we're not even at that point. We're at the point now where just today, and a lot of people have said it, this is franchise altering for the Giants. This is that tectonic shift in the NFC East. And it may not be next year, but if you get rid of Joe Schoen, you do this right, your money, hopefully for the next 10 years.
Yeah. I mean, look, we're breaking up, and I don't want to take too much more of your time, but just going to say, big fan, and I honestly can't wait for next year. I haven't had that in a while, so I'm looking forward.
Has training camp started yet? Because I'm ready. I'm ready to go to camp, but I appreciate you coming on first time. Next time you see the link and you're available, make sure you come on again.
Okay. Absolutely, man.
All right, brother, man. Thank you. All right, look at that. We're getting guests on that we haven't had on before. I'm going to put the link back in the chat. If any new timer, any first timers, I would just come on down. The price is right. I put the link in the chat again. Let's see. James says, for him to take the job so fast shows that he likes what he sees on the roster. Well, here's the thing. He might not like what he sees. He doesn't have to like what he sees on the roster. He's going to get $100 million and probably total control. So even if he hated the roster, you're in New York and you're told, hey, listen, you could do what you want. Do what you want, do what you need to do, make it happen, turn this ship around, turn the battleship the other direction. Come on, let's get up to 60 likes. Come on, guys. Let's get 70 likes and 100 likes before we leave. Harbaugh wins the Super Bowl first year. And I'm superstitious.
I'm not superstitious, but I am a little stitious.
All right, that was weird. The fortunes of the Giants are changing. Because of the fact that I was looking for the superstitious button. I don't know which one it was. I just picked one, and it was the button. All right, that just freaked me out. Fuck. That means I also have to the soundboard. That means I got to label the soundboard. I said I would label the soundboard if I stayed. Motherfucker. You know what? There's always something bad that comes with something good. Now I got to label the soundboard. Zach, oh my God. Let's see here. We're going to be constantly compared to the 2045 Vable Pats, the whole 2026. Oh, yeah, we're going to be. But there's nothing wrong with that. Let's see here. Buzzboy says, haven't been this hyped in a while. I couldn't fall back to sleep after I read the 1 a.m. Hoping I'm having a very good morning. I wish my wife was home. She had to go in the office today because I need another cup of coffee. But that's all right. We're going to survive. I will survive. New York City is the greatest city for potential resurrection, resurrection of a franchise like the Giants. This will be good for the NFL. No, Tim, Joe Schoen has lost all of his. No, Tim, Joe Schoen has lost all of his power. I don't know if he has yet. I hope he has. Let's see if we got any more Harbaugh news. I decided to stream early because it was just such a big deal and such a big story. I was going to stream my regular 3:00. Finalizing down. We have nothing new yet. If anyone has any new information, please bring it along here. I don't see anything new yet. There's nothing. I don't have anything new to report yet. What is this one from Dave? David says from Twitter, if there's one thing that Joe Schoen did well, no, not hiring Jimbo, that was the all-team Marin Sish is listening to Brian Dable drafting Jaxson Dart. Jaxson Dart was the key to landing Harbaugh. I don't know that. People are like, he's the key. I don't know that. You don't know that. $100 million in total control of the New York City franchise is probably one of the biggest reasons. Joe Schoen is league flexibility. Davey says Joe Schaefer has a new boss. He might be the highest paid assistant GM in history. Okay, Petro, Tim is coming back. Yes, he's back again. Shady's back. The Patriots went from 4-13 with variable. Now they were 4-13. Not saying it'll happen, but I think we'll be winners. Here's the problem. They had a defense. The Patriots had a defense and a rookie quarterback that is what you refer to as a standard pocket passer with mobility. We don't have the pieces that the 4-13 Patriots. I like the optimism, but I'm like I said, I'm not going to lie to you. I like the optimism. If we win 6 to 8 games next year, it's 100% a success. I'm not going to lie to you. Amara and Tish put the pedal to the metal on this. You have to give full props and full kudos to Mara and Tish. You have to. Come on, guys. Let's get to 60 likes. Let's go. 60 likes. You have to give them full credit. I give all the credit in the world to Mara and Tish. I just put my season tickets back on auto renew. That says a lot. Omega Supreme says, was there a need for Wink and Harbaugh? Am I being delusional? Is thinking Wink. Oh, you got to remember Harbaugh fired Wink. So it's not that I wouldn't want to bring back. Okay, wait a minute. If I hit the Wink attack button, I don't know.
Yeah. Gentlemen, what brings me to
What's yours?
I thought
I'm not superstitious.
okay. I thought if I hit the Wink attack button, it's just going to get really weird. But you got to remember he fired Wink. So I don't think that marriage is coming back. Shane now has a no-show job. This is the only acceptable hire after keeping him. You're right. You know what? I can't say anything nice about Joe Schoen. I can't do that. I can't do that. Uh-oh. Doing it. Don. He represents Queens. I was raised out of Brooklyn. What's up, brother?
Wait, say that again. Wait, Queens. It's 315 over here, Playboy.
I know, player, but I was just doing a little LL Cool J.
You gonna be a little smooth guy today, huh, Tim? Tim happy.
I'm not. I need love. Mama said knock you out. I'm going a little smooth out.
Oh, okay. So I'm guessing the wife gonna get some flowers today.
Oh yeah. Yeah. So
here's the thing, Tim.
All right, tell me.
It's funny how I'm about to be that guy. I'm gonna be that guy right now, Tim. You're not gonna like it, but I don't care. Look, I'm tired of people talking about, oh, you must like Jaxson Dart. Do people not realize about the 2027 quarterback class coming in the year after? That sucker is loaded from head to toe. So Dart might get his little chance. He might see how he's doing, how he improves. But if he's got full control, he don't like what he sees. He's gonna have plenty of options in 2027.
Oh, it's
plenty.
It's not even a point anymore of not. This is the thing. He could like Dart, he could hate Dart, but if someone's offering me $100 million total control of a franchise and it's in New York City, I don't care. Like I said, I don't care if my quarterback's Kermit the Frog. I'm going to sit there and say, yeah, I'm going to take this deal because of the fact that if I turn this around at 63 years old and I'm already on the cusp of the Hall of Fame and I'm looking at legacy, I just cemented my legacy by moving to this franchise.
Look, if he does 500 the rest of his career at the Giants, he's going to be in the Mecca. He's going to the Hall of Fame because he doesn't have to win a Super Bowl. He doesn't even have to win a playoff game at this point. If he just gets us to 500,
no loser talk. No loser talk. No loser.
I'm putting expectations.
My expectations is the Super Bowl.
Well, that's always our expectations. It's either Super Bowl, but we can't say bust though. Not this year.
I am not taking anything else but a Super Bowl.
Well, I mean, it's not like it's not like he's not going to have the time or the roster control to do it. So that's the beauty of it. And he'll have all that money dumped in another year or so.
Guy behind you. I don't want to scare you. There was a white guy behind you.
They're everywhere. Hang on, Tim. Hang on. Look, hang on.
White people are everywhere. Damn, you got some wine to fill up.
We're doing a reset.
We're doing a reset with the wine.
Everything's being, wine and beer doing a reset. So we're moving everything from one area to another. So you're getting me through this, Tim. So keep it up. You're getting me through this day.
What I'm here for, man. Well, we're going to be back on again at 3, so just so you know that. So we'll be on here for another hour or so, then back on at 3 o'clock my time.
All right, cool. All right, man. I'll let you later, man. Go Big Blue. Giants, baby. Well, wait. Before I forget, I got a trivia for you.
Okay. Syracuse.
What Syracuse player did John Harbaugh draft?
Well, that could be anybody.
We haven't had Baltimore hasn't had a lot of Syracuse players, but they had a couple of them, but not a lot.
I have no idea.
He drafted our tackle Adam Terry.
All right. Go back to work.
All right, man.
All right, man. I'll talk to you later. We're also going to drop in LeVar here. What's going on?
Hey, Tim, let's talk.
I'm here, man. Tell me something good.
Hey, look, since the 80s, every 10 years, we done got a Super Bowl, man. I'm telling you, Slim, this is coming.
Well, it's been more than 10 years since the last Super Bowl.
Say that again.
It's been more than 10 years since the last Super Bowl.
No, we got one in the 2010s, didn't we?
Yeah, but we got one in 2011. It's been 14 years since our last Super Bowl win.
No, we just missing one for the 2020s. That's all we missing one for the 2020s.
All right, man, I got you. No, listen, I'm with it. I'm there.
I hope he keeps our offensive line coach though, Carmen Brasella.
Yeah,
I hope he stays.
Listen, whatever John Harbaugh wants to do, I don't care.
Yeah, but that's the only guy who has gotten the line right so far.
But you know what I want? I don't care about Carmen. You know what I want John Harbaugh to bring? I want him to bring over Tyler Lindenbaum. Their center.
That'll be okay. Yeah, because John Schmitz, he's too small.
He's too small. Lindenbaum is small, is on the smaller side as well. But he's a free agent, and I love it. All right, now they're talking about 4 free agents that could follow. That's Tyler Lindenbaum. He's only 6'2", 304, but this is the kid out of Iowa that I wanted years ago, and he is a linchpin. He is a linchpin center.
So where does that put Schmitz? You think about moving him over to the left or the right guard position?
I plan on moving his ass out because his contract's up.
Yeah.
I plan on moving him to the curb.
What Harbaugh being here now? He's a BPA type of guy, best player available, no matter what the position is. So with that being said, at number 5, if he has some say so, which I think he does, and who that pick would be, who do you think he'll go after?
You know what's interesting? If he comes in and looks, if he doesn't bring anyone in from free agency from the Ravens, I think that he would probably go offensive line. I think he would. I think he has an understanding. If you look at his Baltimore teams, that you win in the trenches, and that's one of the other things that I love about John Harbaugh. He's old school. You win in the trenches, and I think that if you go and get at least because Ellie Moore is probably not going to be here. It might not be here. Schmitz. You got to try to figure out a way to replace. You always have that issue with Andrew Thomas. John Runyon's probably gone. So you're going to rebuild this entire offensive line. And I think the easiest way to do it, if you can, is trade down a little bit and then pick up an offensive lineman to protect Jaxson Dart.
I mean, we still got Marcus Mbo. He looked pretty decent when he had to get out there.
Yeah, but I like that kid, Caden Proctor out of Alabama, who's 6'7", 360 pounds.
Yeah,
and he could start at tackle. He could start at guard. You could probably get him in the low teens. So if you move away from that 5 pick and get some assets to keep building up this roster and get someone like Proctor, I mean, I'd be happy with that.
And I think Matt Peart's looking to come back too.
Yeah.
I couldn't even say that with a straight face.
I was gonna say, man, you're not on camera, so I'm like, I don't know. Is he joking on that one? Because
I couldn't say it with a straight face.
I'm not even sure I could do that. But Matt actually played well in San Francisco. So I mean, it's listen, whatever he wants to do. Today is whatever John Harbaugh wants to do day.
Man, I'd be happy if he brought Wink back. I was listening to what you were saying earlier. I would be happy personally if he brought Wink back, especially with our secondary.
Well,
he can do what he wants.
The last year with Wink, him and Wink had some issues, which is why Wink got fired. And John Harbaugh was one of the reasons why Wink got fired. So I can't see Wink coming back. I would love it because they had a 5-year run where they had one of the best defenses in the NFL.
Yeah.
But we don't have a Marcus Peters and the other safety, the other guy they had at corner. We don't have that right now. But like I said, if you're gonna find someone that's gonna bring in an attacking style defense with the defensive line we have, Wink would be a Wink-esque player would be a perfect candidate.
Yeah. Do you think he's keeping Flott and Robinson?
I don't know. Like I said, I cannot pay Cordell Flott for 6 good games in 4 years that he had this year. And I can't give if John Harbaugh likes slot receivers. So I mean it's one of those things that is he going to see Wan'Dale as a Steve Smith? Is it Steve Smith senior? Is he going to see him in that type of role?
Because with the upgraded 2 and having Wan'Dale stay in the slot primarily, he can dominate there. He doesn't have to be sent outside to the 2 or any of that. With neighbors out there, maybe Tyson or Tate or what's that other guy? I think he's from Boston, or that might be his last name. Anybody but Derek Slayton.
I mean, like I said, I could see him keeping Wan'Dale and trying to put him in the Steve Smith role. I mean, Steve Smith had that first season where he had 79 catches for 1,065 and 6 touchdowns, but he also had a yak of almost 14. And the difference is with Steve Slayton and Wan'Dale is Steve Slayton was a smaller guy, but he was a guy with speed. He has a 14.3 average yard per reception for his entire career. And this guy played in 219 games in 16 years. So I mean, that's pretty good.
He is a monster.
So, but like I said, I'm whatever, if it's really going to be predicated what kind of offense he wants to run. So I can't, I wish I could say, but we got. Are they going to think that Dart's Lamar Jackson-esque? Are they going to build a different type of offense around him, or are they going to maybe finally move the ball downfield a little bit? I mean, I don't know.
If they can put some more weight on Jaxson Dart, I don't think the line has a problem with protecting him. I think the guy's just really small, if they can put some more weight on him and convince him to slide and whatnot, I think Dart has some Lamar type traits, but we don't need that right now. We just need Dart to do him.
Yeah, we need Dart to be what he is and do it. I mean, whatever we need to do. The biggest problem is the yards per attempt with Jaxson Dart. We got to get up because Lamar is around 9 to 8.8 yards per attempt. So that's how many yards he throws it down the field. We've all seen the Jaxson Dart charts where he's great from -3 to 8 yards. But once he goes over that, his completion percentage drops to 40-something%, then down to 24% when he goes over 20. So we need to help him increase that. I mean, right now he's only throwing the ball 6.5 yards down the field per attempt, where Lamar is 8.8 and 8.9. So that 2 yards is a big difference. So we got to kind of help him develop a passing game that's a little bit deeper downfield to help and also it'll help soften the defense and open up for the running game.
Right. And look, Gout, he said, "Are you staying?" You might have missed the live he did, but we tagged him. We got together as a fan base. We got together as a unit. We put the contract together and we tagged him. Just so happens he got what he asked for in Harbaugh, so it worked out either way.
It worked out, man. It worked out great. It's a good day to be a Giant fan. It's a fun day to be a Giant fan, and
yeah, I could sense the fear. I stepped outside to smell the air, and I could just sense the fear all through the nation. Oh, we about to do it to him.
I laughed though because I went outside and it was 17 degrees.
Yeah, it's cold. It's cold.
Yeah, it was 54 yesterday, and then it was 17 this morning. So I don't know.
Yeah, we was at, where were we at? I think the 30s or the 40s, somewhere in that range.
Yeah, so I was happy about that. And then I see the weather. But you know what? None of that matters. John Harbaugh cures the weather. Everything's good. Today, there is nothing wrong in Giant Land because they finally did something right.
They did it for us. It took some time, but they did it for us.
They took a long time. It took a long time.
I'm gonna get on out of here so someone else could get up here and give their opinion.
All right, man. Well, I appreciate you coming on. It's been a while, so like I said, you always say let's talk. Well, you never come on, so come every time you see the link in the chat. Make sure you're on.
Hey, I'm gonna be here.
All right, brother, man. I appreciate you.
All right, peace.
All right, Tim, are you staying? There you go. That's the answer to that question. There you go, guys. And you can thank John Harbaugh, Bob Tisch, and John Mara. This is the Matrix. Yes, it is kind of the Matrix. Joe Schoen is gonna be Harbaugh's butter. Damian says John Harbaugh is going to take us to the promised land and make us competitive again. Patrick says Mr. Mara uses battle with cancer intensifies reaching out to return to the team to respectability. Just my opinion. What do you got? Protective Services. I was seriously thinking about not watching next year. I'm absolutely done. I was absolutely done this year as well. I had reached a point where I did not think I was going to watch this year. Make sure you're hitting the like button, guys. How many likes do we have? How many likes do we have? We have 6. Come on, 75. Let's see here. I needed this. From the divorce to the marriage to injuring myself to helping my ex-wife move to requiring rotator cuff surgery on my shoulder. My left shoulder was repaired in 2023. Well, mask critic, here you go. You got it. Omega Supreme is, do you think Chris Mara had more to do with the signing and the competency is coming from him? I don't care. To me, I was worried about Chris Mara. I was worried about Chris Mara coming in and being a focal point of this team and this organization once John stepped down, because Chris Mara is a little shady. And if you know anything about Chris Mayer and his horse racing, he's a little shady. But right now, maybe we needed shady. Maybe we needed a back room. I'm gonna put the link back in the chat. So if anyone else wants to jump on, make sure you jump on. Maybe we needed a little shady. We needed a little Slim Shady. Davey said, did the Giants increase their ticket price and supplement the Harbaugh site? Well, I don't know about that yet. They better not. Johnny Rico says, I'm just excited. Our season won't be over in October anymore. Giant pride is back, at least for today. We're going to be consistently compared to, we already got to that one. Buzzboy says, honestly, I've been this hype in a while. I couldn't fall back asleep. I read that one as well. I got to get to some ones I haven't read. We got to that one. It's not you, it's me. Come back. Joe Schoen now has a no-show job, which is, I believe that's acceptable. What does Aquarius say? Aquarius says Joe had to go along with Brian. Giants can't keep one and not fire the other. I don't know if they fired him. I don't know if they moved on from him. I don't know what they did with him, but I don't care today. Today, I'm going to cry 2 tears in a bucket and say, fuck it. I don't care. I don't care if Joe Schoen is a Giant. I don't care if Joe Schoen is not a Giant. I don't care today. Hit the like button, guys. Let's get to 100. Let's finish this hour out strong. Get to 100, and I'll come back at 3. I was coming back at 3 anyways, but it just sounded good. Great. Now I got to grow. You know, not to make this about me, but I'm going to make this about me. They fucked me. The Giants fucked me on this one. I had my retirement planned. I had other projects which I was going to do. The final stream on February 12th was going to be epic. I had guests. I had people lined up. It was going to be this momentous send-off. I was going to retire in peace. I was going to sit there and enjoy myself, watch different sports, do different things. And I've said it before, Joe Pesci, Lethal Weapon 2, don't go through the drive-thru because they fuck you when you go through the drive-thru. The Giants fucked me. Now I have to root for him again. What the hell? Now I'm probably going to have to do daily videos again. I might live stream every day now. I might do an everyday show from like 10 to noon or something. I love everybody. You know what I really love, though? I love the mighty FanDuel. That's FanDuel.com, number one sports book in America. If you are looking for a sports book, if you're looking at a place to go place your bets, new customers bet $5, get $300 in bonus bets. You got to love that with their sports book. I've already told you a million times, I love the FanDuel sports book. I love the FanDuel app. I go there all the time. And don't forget, FanDuel right now is in playoff mode. Flip the switch to playoff mode on FanDuel. Bet $5, get $300 in bonus bets. If you win, it's playoff time. It's Giants are back time. FanDuel is the greatest thing ever. Playoff mode, everything for free. FanDuel, play daily play. Play free for a chance to split $100,000 in total prizes. Make your free NFL picks with the daily play. Pick every day. Go 6 for 6 and win a share of $100,000 in bonus bets. Available to all FanDuel customers, completely free. That's FanDuel.com, the number one sports book in America. They got so many freaking promotions going around. I go to the promotion page, and I love it. Make every day drive come alive with the Build a Drive same-day parlay in the NFL. That's a good one. I actually played that the other day. That's actually kind of fun. That's actually, I enjoy that one. And, of course, for college football bonus, a 30% profit boost for Miami versus Indiana. You also got to take that one on. So just go to FanDuel.com, download the app. FanDuel.com, the number one sports book in America. I don't know. What's my time here? It's at 10:13. All right, so I did the FanDuel at 10:13. I got to track when I do these things, and I don't track well. The only problem is you get paid when you do things, of course. Let's see. Oh, no, sorry. All right, where are we? Let's who's back. Christopher says, let's go. Davey says you might have to retire. The king of the almost sack. Oh, no, we're never retiring.
King of the almost sack.
I love Chris. Motherfucker, get the fucking Hot Pockets. We are celebrating more Hot Pockets. We are celebrating. Even the Hot Pocket kids don't fucking bother me today. Got our coach, and Tim is staying. That's it. We have a pretty easy schedule. Oh, no, we don't, Zoe. Zoe, do you know who we play next year? Do you know who we play next year? I mean, I love you, brother, man, and I love the optimism. But do you know our future opponents are? Okay, because of course at home we got Dallas, Philly, and Washington. Atlanta will be good. We got Buffalo. Carolina made the playoffs. And Miami, even with all their problems, if they get a quarterback, they're going to be difficult. And then I'm sorry, that's 17. So we got Dallas, Philadelphia, Washington, Arizona. We can beat. Jacksonville just made the playoffs. San Francisco, and I think Tennessee is going to be better. So that's at home. Away, of course, is Dallas, Philadelphia, Washington, the Texans, Daniel Jones potential rematch in Indianapolis, the Rams, and the Seahawks. If you look at this game right now for winnable games, you hope at home, you hope you split one, you hope you could take Arizona and Tennessee at home, but then you got tough games at Jacksonville, San Francisco, Washington, Philly, and Dallas. The same thing on the road. Then you got to go to Houston, Indianapolis, the Rams, and Seattle. Your away schedule is tough as shit because of you playing in the East, but you're potentially playing 4 playoff teams not in your division in Houston, Indianapolis, the Rams, and Seattle. I love the optimism, but we're not going to get crazy. This move reminds me of how the Knicks hired Phil Jackson. I know the position. I wanted Kevin. I know. Well, we've talked about this before as we're hitting the like button. Come on, 100 likes. I want 100 likes. Let's get to 80. I've talked about this before. The Phil Jackson move didn't work out, but Brian Daboll finally reached a point where he was like, you know what, this isn't doing it. This James Dolan was like, this isn't doing it for me. I'm losing. So he turned the keys of the kingdom over to Phil Jackson. It didn't work, but it was the right move for him to step away and say, James Dolan said, here, you do all this. And then even when it failed, I thought James Dolan was going to come back, but no, he brought in Leon Rose. And this to me is more comparable to Wellington Mara stepping away after the Miracle of the Meadowlands and going to Pete Rozelle. And like I said, we've said this before, there's this misconception in the story, and you can actually verify this. The NFL never made the Giants hire George Young. After the Miracle of the Meadowlands, Wellington Mara decided to step away, went to Pete Rozelle and says, who is a good, young, talented front office guy that I can bring in and turn this franchise around? And they, he recommended George Young. And so to me, it's more like that. It's almost, and we don't know exactly all the nuances of this deal. But if it's like that, where you brought in John Harbaugh and said, hey, listen, you got control of the roster, you got control of free agency, you got control of the draft, build your team. And I'm going to step out of the building. Then this is perfectly it. We're not in cap hell. Here's the problem. We have $11 million in cap space. You could probably clear another 40. So that would give you 50 million, 50 plus, let's say. The problem is, and this is what people don't understand about getting here's the problem that people don't get: when you get rid of someone because of their salary, you're opening up another position on the roster. So I'm going to say that again. You're going to open another position up on the roster by getting rid of somebody. So you actually have less cap space when you get rid of someone, because you're going to need to replace that person you got rid of. You got to look at it that way. We got to go to the super chats. All the super chats go to the Children's Hospital of Philadelphia. Mr. Jack says, we are back, Tim. I'm finally happy. I know. We're back. Greg, why aren't you coming on? Greg, come on. We are finally back. Come on, Greg, unless you're still at work. I'll put the link in the chat, Greg. I don't care if you're at work, Greg. Come on. I'm finally, there's something finally to be happy and optimistic about. And that's what I keep trying to explain to people. There is a reason. There is now a rationale. There is now a moment in time where you could sit there and say to yourself, okay, it's okay to be a Giant fan. It's okay to say, you know what, listen, I've had to deal with this crap for so long, but now I finally reached a point where the Giants literally looked into their past and did something right. And that's what stuns and befuddles me. And I love it. I love it. I think it's the greatest thing ever. Carlos says, yes. Coach D, I was looking for you. Joe Schoen hires the man who's going to fire him. Oh, the irony. Oh, I love it. We did it.
Yes, we did.
Yeah, we fought. Did you get home for work?
Yes, I just jumped in the door.
All right, man. I was wondering where. I knew you say, well, you know, because everyone knows you're on a very different time zone. So, because some people are like 10:20. What the fuck is he doing getting home from work now? Do you believe it?
Yeah, I believe it. I believe it. I believe it. I can't. I'm in total bliss. Total bliss.
Did you have any thought, and I think we all did, that somehow the Maras were going to fuck this up?
I thought we were going to fuck it up.
Let's be honest. I did. I mean, you know, this is a happy day, but I was trying to be cautiously optimistic, but I kept saying to myself in the back of my mind, they're going to fuck this up.
Yeah, I thought they were going to fuck it up, and I thought some team was going to jump us. I thought maybe he would go to Pittsburgh or maybe Atlanta. They had better rosters, but we did it somehow.
He didn't even look at Pittsburgh.
Wow.
He didn't even, I mean, so, and like I said, if we're being honest, and I don't know where he got in the process, but the Titans and the Raiders for long-term success right now are set up better than the Giants because they both have over 120 million in cap space. The Raiders are going to have Mendoza. Cam Ward is over with the Titans. And the Giants have $11 million in cap space, a roster that's going to have to be reshuffled. So I'm hoping that, like I said, I think he took the job because it's New York, and I actually think he took the job because it's about legacy. It's about securing his legacy within the anacles of the NFL.
I agreed, and my friend said to me, he's like, you know, we're gonna get a good defensive coordinator, and then we're gonna. I was like, but what talent do we have on defense besides the front four? Yeah,
that's we're still 6-win team. We're 6 to 8 win team.
Yeah, I agree. We'll win games on pure coaching alone, probably in some games.
But that's the thing. That I mean, we were a 4-win team this year. With this talent this year, even with Harbaugh, I still think we were a 6-7 win team. Because to your point, I think 2 to 3 to maybe 2-3 games can be attributed to purely coaching. And I think the Giants are going to win maybe 2-3 games next year just off the nuance of having an actual, I can't believe we're saying this, an actual certified, legitimate, borderline Hall of Fame coach with a Super Bowl ring who has 180 wins into his name.
We've had inept coaching since Coughlin.
we have not had quality coaching since Tom Coughlin. You're 100% right.
And this is just pure bliss. Hopefully we smash the draft and we get some good free agents, and it's going to be a process, but it's not going to be overnight, guys.
I'm telling you, I've wanted this guy since the day he came out of Iowa, Tyler Lindenbaum. Tyler Lindenbaum is a free agent.
Ooh.
Has been nothing but a quality stout center. He's been to 3 Pro Bowls. He started 66 games out of a possible 68. He is a huge upgrade over JMS. When he came out in 2022, I was begging. And you know me, I'm not an undersized center guy. This guy's only 6'2", 308. But the way he played at Iowa, you were just like, you just saw that he was going to transition into the pros.
You know, those Iowa guys, they're known for having those good quality offensive linemen, and he's a wrecking ball.
And you know what the other thing is, and I don't know, he's got the injuries, but what's his name? David Ajobu, the linebacker. Now
he's a tight end, isn't he?
No, he's that's the other guy. This is the guy that's the linebacker out of Michigan. He's only played in 32 games in 4 years and has only started one. But this is a guy that if you want to bring in a low end free agent contract, you got a huge upside.
Yeah.
And what's his name? And also, they have a tight end now. He's stuck behind Mark Andrews the last 4 years, and that's Isaiah Likely.
Ooh,
That's another guy who's 26 years old. There are so, if you, like I said, I'm hoping we do the Parcells guy thing. It's Parcells had his guys everywhere he went, and I'm hoping that Harbaugh has his guys, and I'm hoping a couple of those guys follow him because Likely has what has he got? He's got 135 receptions and for 1,568 yards and 15 touchdowns over 4 seasons, and he's only 26 years old.
Wow.
If you could get Tyler Lindenbaum, now Tyler Lindenbaum's going to command some money on the open market because he's a free agent, and you get Likely, you could have and pair him with Andrew Thomas and bring back the Elmore Fudd, and you start building that offensive line the right way, and you actually have a pass catching tight end to go along with Theo Johnson. You may have helped solidify your front seven in reference to the offensive line.
Yeah, and I definitely agree with that. Likely's he's a great tight end, but he's a little bit undersized. He's not going to block for you. I can tell you that much.
I don't need him to block. I need him to get more than 4 yards downfield and create a target for Jaxson Dart.
Indeed, the modern day tight ends don't block anyway. So
no, and this guy is 6'4", 250 pounds, so he's a big target.
Yeah, I agree.
He's not this small target we're going to put in the middle of the field. And if you put him 6-7 yards down the field, Jaxson Dart can't miss him.
Yeah. Because one of the targets I wanted the Giants to address in the draft, I wanted them to get Sadiq from Oregon for trade down.
Yeah,
and that kind of nullifies that if they do that. So
there's so many things with this Harbaugh signing. There's so many things the Giants can do because of the fact that you now have a coach with cachet. You now have a presence in the NFL where free agents could be like, there's hope in New York. And maybe we can do what they did with Josh Jacobs in Green Bay. Josh Jacobs actually took less money to go to Green Bay, but they showed his interview at Green Bay, and they literally sold him on the Packers, on the culture, on winning. Maybe now, instead of what we did 2 years ago, where we kept giving guys, the market for Drew Lock is this. Well, let's give him $1 million more. Elmore Fudd wants this from, for the Cardinals. Let's give him $3.5 million more. No. Why don't we start selling people on playing for Harbaugh, selling people for winning in New York again? Because we all know you win in New York, you're winning in the greatest city of the world. You will be immortalized in the Canyon of Heroes.
And that's the truth. You can, if you're winning New York, like you said, like you're good everywhere, man. Let's look at Derek Jeter, Lawrence Taylor, Eli Manning. They can walk into any pizza restaurant and get free food.
Oh yeah. And that's the thing, and that's what I love about the signing, because you literally have and I don't remember who said it earlier in the stream. This is franchise altering.
Yeah.
And that's not being, that's not over exaggerating. This is literally a move that can alter the face of your franchise. And people will say, well, he was 8-9 his last season and he had a bad season. Well, he was one kick away from going to the playoffs.
Exactly. What was his record with Baltimore again?
180, and I forget. I don't know how many. He's never lost a game in Baltimore. That's what I'm going with. He's never lost a game in Baltimore. He's won 180 games, never lost any.
And the only coach smart enough to grab Lamar Jackson with the last pick in the first round. That's
right. 113. He was his total in Baltimore, including the playoffs, is 293 and 180. You're also going to get a guy's you're going to get, and this is the other thing I didn't even think of. You're going to get a guy's 300th win. I mean, I'm sorry, not 300 win. He's going to coach 300 games in with the Giants. He'll coach his 300th NFL game. That's unheard of in a lot of NFL circles. He's 180 and 113. So he will literally coach his 300th game in the NFL with the Giants. That's a milestone.
It definitely is. Are they bringing the offensive coordinator with him?
I have not gotten any other information or news I'm seeing that besides the fact that he's going to bring his offensive coordinator.
I just read that. Yep. Okay. Good.
Yeah, it's on the bottom of the screen. it's scrolling on the bottom of the screen, man. I don't know anything about Todd Monken's.
Todd Monken, in the last 3 years, he had a top 5 offense. This year was 16, and the other year was number 1.
Lamar finished second in MVP voting in 2023 and first the next year under Monken. Okay, then he's the greatest offense coordinator that we ever had. I don't know anything about him.
If he can make Justin Fields, Jaxson Dart, good.
Listen, Jaxson Dart, greatest quarterback in this draft, and he does not win the Rookie of the Year. He was robbed. So, yeah. I'm not only drinking the Kool-Aid, I'm drinking the Pepsi, I'm drinking the orange juice, I'm drinking everything that the Giants got in the refrigerator.
This is the smartest decision we have made in the last, 20 years, man.
Yes, since 2011. This is the smartest move. This is the best thing that we have done. I am no longer sorry that I drank Ashawn Johnson's green drink that day at the Giant facility. I'm no longer sorry for that because I'm drinking everything the Giants have. If they want to invite me back to the building again, I'll come back to the building.
So are you going to bring those season tickets back out?
I already clicked auto renew.
Are you staying on the show?
I promised everyone, which if you want me to be 100% honest, I didn't think they were going to do it. So when I said I would stay for the 2026 season if they signed John Harbaugh, my mind was in February 12th, I was still retiring. My mind was I was still ending the show in February. And then I will tell you exactly because I got like 15 text messages. And thank God I was up because I was watching the Knicks game. But I started getting text messages at the first text message I got was at 12:14. Then I got saying that we got him, and then I got one at 12:25. We got him, and then I got another one at 12:28. We got him. I got another one. I got all these text messages from people. Dominic Palmer then texted me at 6:00 in the morning that we got him. So I was like, and then they all followed with, "So you're staying, right?"
What a great time to be a Giant fan. I'm glad you're staying. I'm glad we got a great head coach, and it's going to be a process, but there's light at the end of the tunnel, guys. We're good. We finally did it. We have great coaching. We finally have a leader of men. Someone's not going to have defensive ends sleeping in meetings.
No.
No. And this is a great thing, man. I'm so happy. Probably take a couple shots later because of this.
I'm actually going to have a drink tonight.
Yep.
I don't drink on Thursdays, but I'm going out for a drink tonight.
Yeah, have one for me, man.
I'm gonna have one for you, one for the rest of the New York Football Giant base. I'm gonna let you drop off, Greg, because I got a couple of people I want to get on as well. But I'm glad that you could come in. I know you're excited. Of all the times that I've known you and it was being part of the show, I know this is a big moment for all of us.
This is great. I got a smile to ear, guys. We did it, and I'll see you guys later. Have a good one, guys.
All right, Big Greg all the way coming in. Carlos says, yes, we did it. The return of happy, hopeful Tim. Yeah, I was never not happy. I was just upset that we always did something stupid. I'm also going to put the link back in the chat again. I was just upset that we do stupid shit. But today we literally did something right. And I laugh because I have not purchased anything Giants related in 3 years. I have not bought jerseys. I've not bought anything in 3 years. I'm going to change that. Love you, buddy. Love you too, Carlos, man. Yeah, baby. Our supreme leader is staying. Nice move. Thank you, RWB. Let's see here. Baltimore setup guy said, nice move today, Giants. Let's see if it changes the direction of your franchise. Today it is. Today it is going to, Baltimore fans. Thank God Tim is staying. We need you. We need you, bro. Jesse, I'm back, baby. I'm in the Matrix. I'm taking the blue pill. I'm staying in the Matrix. I am staying in the Matrix. I am with Davey. I'm taking the blue pill. I don't remember which pill it is. I'm taking whatever pill it is that I don't wake up, because I don't want to wake up from today. I don't want to wake up from this morning. I don't want to wake up. I just want to just live in this infinite bliss all the way through free agency and all the way through the draft and all the way into training camp and all the way into the next season. That's all I want to do. Because this, like I said, we have not seen this. We have not had this type of hope for New York Giant fans in I don't know how long. Think about that. Think about that for a minute, where we have come from the last 14, 15 years, where we have come from, where we have been, and where we need to go. And it's time. It's time. It's time to be good again. Now I can buy a Giant merchandise again. Yeah, 10 more likes away. Let's do it for LeVar. Come on, guys. Where are we at with likes? We're at 18 likes away. We want 100 likes before I leave. 100 likes. I guess this means I have to unblock the Giants season ticket off as well. I know I did the same thing. So apparently they agreed to a deal late afternoon and tried to keep it quiet, but it leaked around 11 a.m. So let's say 11:30. I don't know if that's a.m. or I'm assuming 11:30 at night. Petro says, when I thought I was out, they pulled me back in. I was looking for that clip because I thought about that. It kind of does remind me of The Godfather 3, which is one of the worst movies one of the worst fucking movies there is. But yeah, I mean, you know,
God damn. Only in America.
Only in America. I mean, there's so many things that we need to discuss. There's so many things that we need to, and here's for you, Davey.
You take the blue pill. The story ends. You wake up in your bed and believe whatever you want to believe. You take the red pill. You stay in Wonderland. And I show you how deep the rabbit hole goes.
I'm taking the red pill. I'm taking the red pill, Davey. I'm taking the red pill today. I'm literally I am literally to the point where I'm like, I have to label the soundboard now. Fuck. Business is about to be booming for us. Happy Positive Tim is starting to scare me a bit. This isn't happy. This is Happy Positive Tim. This is because of the fact that we finally have something to look forward to. We finally have a momentous occasion. But I you know, come on, we're at 84 likes. Let's get 100 likes before we close out. And we'll be back at 3. Breaking news, the Ravens just hired Brian Dable. I don't think that's true. And who's the Raves? Is that like the Ravens? Our schedule is brutal. It's not brutal. It's just it's a rotating schedule that the NFL has, and it's not doing us any favors. We also have the Rams, Houston, and Indianapolis on the road. I ate a Hot Pocket once. Took me 3 days to shit it out. Oh my God. I even love the Hot Pocket kids today. Like I said, I'm Rod Tibble. I love everyone. I love my wife. That's where I'm at right now. That's where I'm literally at right now. And it's a scary place to be. And I'm never, you know, and I always love people when they're like, well, you're a negative fan. I'm never a negative fan. I'm just to the point where I've reached everything that, here we go.
$1 million. You're going to get to play in Arizona where it all starts.
Here we go. This is me right now.
Wow!
This is me.
I love everybody. Oh, I love my wife. Wow, Marcy! I love my kids.
I love you.
Tyson, my new baby Katie, my older brother.
I love everyone today. In comparison with the last few years, our schedule is a cakewalk. Well, I'll give you that. John Harbaugh record versus division. Cowboys 4-1, 3-2, 3-2. I don't care about that. His record against here's my thing right now, Petro. His record against these divisional teams. My hair looks good today. John Harbaugh's here. The hair looks good. I'm going to wear a different jersey at 3. His record right now is 0-0, 0-0. If you're over in the UK, there's 0-0 right now. Hit the like button, everyone. Tim might actually get some go to some home games next year. I'm going to every home game next year. I'm back, baby. I am back in the stadium, back in the saddle. Watch out. We're coming back. And like I said before, I don't care that we are probably going to be a 6-8 win team. I don't care. I think that's the most awesomest thing in the world. Probably going to be a 6-8 win team. As long as we're competitive. Come on, one more like. We're at 89. Let's get 90. Come on, let's get 100. Come on, Giant fans. We did it. Hit the like button. Make sure you're hitting the like button. What do we got here? Coach G says the rotational divisional schedule. I hate the rotational divisional schedule. The team should play all the teams they finished in the last place in their division. So I hate the rotating schedule. Same thing. Play each team second and third, second, third. I want them to draft Linderbaum. Oh, I wanted Linderbaum so badly back in 2022. And the 2022 NFL draft, when he came out of Iowa, I did a whole video about Tyler Linderbaum. And I said, this is a guy that he's undersized, but he is a center that knows how to play his position. And of course, that is the same draft that you can't, people say I'm a genius, but you can't screw up 5 and 7. That's the draft we screwed up 5 and 7. That's a draft we could have had Drake London, Charles Cross, Garrett Wilson, the guy out of Seattle, the guy out of the Saints, Jordan Davis. You could have traded down for Kyle Hamilton. You could have moved down and got Linderbaum. There's so many people that you could have gotten in that draft just by trading down, and we just fucked up the whole. Cam Jurgens was in that draft. George Pickens was in that draft, of course. We just fucked it up. James Cook went 63rd in that draft, if I remember correctly. But it's a move that would make sense. You know what? The Linderbaum and Likely move makes sense. The Linderbaum, I'm gonna say this again, Linderbaum and Likely. Oh, Trey McBride too. Yes, I forgot about Trey McBride. The Linderbaum move and Likely move, they make sense because it helps fix your offensive line, gives you a true center, and gives you a pass catching tight end who I think if he gets out from Mark Andrews is going to be something stellar. So now listen, I know we have to be not frugal with the cap. Say 92. Come on, we're 8 away from 100. Let's do it. Crazy thought, but do you think they trade Dex? Yes, it's not a crazy thought. I did a whole video 9 months ago saying get rid of Dexter Lawrence. Get rid of him while his value is high, and his value is doing nothing but decrease right now. Great. We have a 64-year-old head coach and a 64-year-old. Can't wait to go through all this all over again in 4 years. So he's going to be 69 at the end of the contract. I mean, so I don't understand. I don't understand the point here. I don't understand. He's a coach that's going to be fighting towards legacy. He is a coach that, if you look at him, he's at the right point in time in his career. Tom Coughlin was hired at 58. Tom Coughlin won a Super Bowl at 62 and 66, and then left the Giants in 60 and when he was 69. I'm gonna say that again. Tom Coughlin won his Super Bowl at 62 and 66. So that's not a factor. That's not a factor at all. Kareem, what's up? He could also get the 200th win as the head coach of the Giants. You're right. Tim is I'm drinking the medium Pepsi. I'm drinking the Kool-Aid. I'm drinking whatever you want me to drink today. I'm even going to do Fireball. I'm doing it all today, guys. Where are we out on the lakes? Come on, guys. Where are we out on the lakes? I got up early. I didn't get up early, but I got on the mic early. We're at 92. Let's get 100. Come on, to 100. 100, and we go to the playoffs. Chris Mara, have heard your voice. Yeah, I don't know about that. Let's see. This Civic said, so we are fancying John is going to coach in the 70s. I don't even want that shit. 4 or 5 years max shit. Dumb move. Well, Iffy, you know what?
Get nothing. You lose. Good day, sir.
Hey, Iffy, get the fuck out. Go. You're not ruining my high. Tom Coughlin won a Super Bowl at 62 and 66. So he won the Super Bowl in 2 years. He's at the same age Tom Coughlin won one. No. Fuck you very much. Get the fudge out. No. If you can't see this is something good, unsubscribe and don't follow the fucking channel because you're a moron. No. Knock, knock. Who's there? Not Iffy. You can come back, Iffy, because I only banned you for 5-10 minutes. You can come back. But no. May not be the roses and cupcakes. He did lose the locker room in a couple seasons. He was fired, not stepped down like this. Just hope it pans out. There is Andy Reid got fired from the Eagles. There's plenty of coaches that have gotten fired that have gone to other places and won. Plenty of coaches that Tom Coughlin lost the locker room. Tom Coughlin lost the locker room the year before he won the Super Bowl. Tom Coughlin lost the locker room in 2007 when he won a Super Bowl. I'm starving with like Marvin, girl, because my rats come in packs like Sammy and Dean Martin. What's up, everyone? It's all good, everyone. Marvin says, so this is the end. This is the end. My beautiful friends, the end. Everyone doesn't know the Doors. Tim's gonna get a shoe thrown at him. Probably. Iowa O-linemen. Do they feed them up there? I don't know, but get me some. Glad you're not. Well, thank you, Adonis. I appreciate it. I'm not leaving. Thank you. I appreciate that. Time to start planning some road trips for the rest of the season. No road trips. I'm going to live in MetLife. Ryan Williams says, Tim, finally, we have something to look forward to next season, and it's a different feeling with Johns as your head coach. I just love the name. I just love the name, John Harbaugh. Come on, guys. 7 likes away. Let's get to 100. 7. I'm just gonna love the name. Knock knock. Who's there? John Harbaugh. Who's your head coach? John Harbaugh. That is the greatest name of a coach. That's almost like, that's literally almost like what's your coach's name? Hank. Tank Winner. What's my coach's name? Tank Winner, baby. That's his name. Tank Winner. John Harbaugh. Ryan says we need to get Slayton and Robinson out. Well, we can't get Slayton. We can't get out to 27. We can't get Slayton out to 27. Robinson, yeah, but we can't get out to 27. Worst case is if Harbaugh wins, he could settle into the front office and hire a successor. That's the other thing. Perfect point. Harbaugh can literally win this and then groom a guy to take over for him. Not like when Belichick did it in was trying to do it in New England because that just didn't fucking work. But no, finally, Mara has woken up a bit. I think he has. I think Mara finally has woken up. I think Mara has finally decided. I think, you know what I hope it is? I hope Mara, Tish, I hope the Maras and the Tish all got in a room and said, listen, I'm just so fucking sick of losing. So fucking sick of being the laughing stock. We were the New York Football Giants. I'm getting a little welled up there because I remember when that meant something. I literally remember when that meant something. And not these people that are like, well, I remember in the 2000s. No, I remember from the 80s and 90s. Let's see. If you're not happy about getting Harbaugh, what could possibly make you happy? Exactly. Only a Giant fan can worry about a coach's age. Dumbass shit. I'm going to say it before. 62, 66. That was the age when Tom Coughlin won. Not leaving. Harbaugh gave us hope. First time I've been excited about a head coach. Chris says, hey, Tim, what's up? Well, I can't believe they actually got it done. Kudos to the Maras and Tish family. I give them all the kudos in the world. I give them all the props in the world. I give them all their flowers. I give them all their roses. I give them everything that they need to have because of the fact that they did something right. And at 99, come on, let's get to 100. They finally did something right. They finally did something acceptable. Maybe this season I can catch a game with Online Big Blue Crew. Kareem, you are invited to come down to catch a game with us anytime. You are more than welcome. We'd love to have you. Stanley says, let's see. Hey, Tim, do you think Brian Dable is the perfect fit in Tennessee for Cam Ward's development? I don't care, Stanley. I don't care about Brian Dable. I don't care about Joe Schoen. I don't care about Mike Kafka. Well, I do care about Joe Schoen because Joe Schoen could still fuck it up. Like I said, Joe Schoen could fuck up a wet dream. So there's a possibility Schoen could fuck things up. But I don't think so. I don't think if you're John Harbaugh, because you look at he did it. We got 100. You look now, I want 110. Like the New York Giants have made me greedy. I want 110 likes now. They made me greedy. Oh. I literally just don't know what to do. I don't know what to do. The deal is not official, but it's going to get done. That comes from Adam Scheffner. That comes from Adam a few moments ago. Let me see if we can't. Let's move this copy link. Let's move this over to the other file here, and let's get to Adam here. Let's get to Adam and see if we can't play this. Here we go. We're going to play what Adam Scheffner is just saying right now.
Harbaugh as their next head coach. The deal is not official. They're still going over some of the details, but it is going to get done. And John Harbaugh is going to be the next head coach of the New York Giants. They're looking to restore leadership. They're looking to restore order. They want an adult in the room here. They want to have this.
They want an adult in the room. How fucked up is that? They want an adult in the room here. I love that.
John Harbaugh is going to be coaching as long in New York, hopefully in their minds, as he coached in Baltimore, where he served 18 years. They wasted no time. They've been recruiting him from the moment he was let go in Baltimore. He spent yesterday in the Giants training facility, meeting with owners, talking with Jaxson Dart. He flew back to Baltimore.
Can I just say how much I love Jaxson Dart? Greatest quarterback in this draft.
They're still going over the final details of the contract. Not going to be an issue. He was supposed to meet with Tennessee today. That's not happening. That meeting's off. Sorry, Tennessee guys. He's going to be the next head coach of the New York Giants.
Oh, what does RF say? This definitely spelled the end of Shane. There's no way Joe has much power. No, he can't. He cannot have. 63 is prime years for a head coach, like a quarterback in the early 30s. I agree, Mr. Perry. I remember when Fossil got fired for having a losing season following the playoffs. I remember when Coughlin almost got fired after the playoffs. We kept a GM with 3 losing seasons in a row. You're right. Let's see. Harbaugh will be too old to coach. Let's make him president instead. Put you in. You know what? There you go.
Get nothing. You lose. Good day, sir.
Here's the thing. I'm not taking this shit from anyone today. Usually, I throw out people because of the fact that they say stupid shit in reference to not understanding football, and that's going to be the same way. Happy Tim throws people out. Well, it throws people out as well. So if you're worried about this man's age, you are a fucking moron. Please go away. Don't come back. Don't let the door hit you where the good Lord split you, because the New York fucking football Giants are back. We're done. Over. End story. Not saying we're going to win a Super Bowl this year. Not saying we're in the Super Bowl next year. I still say we're going to win I will say 6 to 8 games next year, because we still got to rebuild the roster. But at the end of the day, it's the right fucking direction. Still leaving the channel, or does this hire and keep you for a bit long? All right, Dylan, I said last week. I think it was last week. Yeah, it was the end of last week. I said if John Harbaugh, if the New York Giants, and I'm not going to lie. I didn't think they were going to do it. That's why I said it. I said I would stay the 2026 season if the Giants hired John Harbaugh. I'll go on a 1-to-1 year contract. I'm going to go to year-to-year contract here. But I said I would stay if they signed John Harbaugh. And I laugh because I was still planning my retirement party February 12th. I was still planning everything. But they fucked that up. They fucked that up because they did something I didn't think they would do. Never thought I would have a head coach could excite me this much because you've never had one. And I love it, Mr. Perry. He even said it. They want adults in the room. That's a bad statement to make. They want adults in the room. So what's been in the room? Come on, guys, let's get to 110. We got 100 likes. 110. This guys are thinking, oh, iffy.
Get nothing.
That's two. That's two, iffy. You hit 3, you get the fudge out. Jaxson Dart. Oh, I'm sorry, ESP. I didn't mean this. ESP, I didn't mean to ban you. I was trying to ban iffy. I'm sorry, ESP. That was a mistake. No, that wasn't an ESP mistake. Harbaugh is Dylan. Harbaugh's a young 63. I'm younger than Harbaugh. Sorry, Tennessee. Hey, Tennessee, fuck you. There you go, Tennessee. They say, let's see here. They said the same adult in the room line when they hired Shermer. Maybe they should have some metaphors. No, I like the adult in the room thing. I like the adult. I like the adult in the room thing. Oh my God. It's just, you know, I don't know. Oh, I'm tired. Like I said, I feel like Forrest Gump. I'm tired. I'm going to go home. I'm going to go home now. So let me see here. So I'm not worried about him in the 70s. Bruce Arians won one at 68. Belichick won one at 66. Coughlin won one at 65. Your point has no validity. Hell yeah. RF says, we wouldn't let you quit, team. We're going to be brought back from the dead 8 times before we let you go. No, I still got to leave. Some people just can't be happy. You know what they said? You say that about me. You're never happy about anything. I'm ecstatic about this. I am thrilled about this. I am euphoric about this. This is 103. Come on, 107. I am beyond. I watched, well, first of all, Stanley, here's your problem. I watched Fist Vegas. Those words should never be together. I watched Fist Vegas, or I was watching Fist Vegas. Those words should never be put together. Words should be, I deleted Fist Vegas. I blocked Fist Vegas. I moved on from Fist Vegas because he's a fucking moron. Those should be the words. But Stanley says, hey, Tim, I was watching Fist Vegas, and he said he doesn't want a hard job of the head coach because he feels that Harbaugh is overrated because he couldn't win with Lamar Jackson. Does he remember that he won with Joe Flacco? Does he remember those days? Joe Flacco is not what I would refer to as, and Joe Flacco was a good NFL quarterback, but he also won a Super Bowl with Joe Flacco. I literally think I could walk on water today. What does Stephen A. Smith have to say? Stephen A. You know what, Stephen A. Smith? I'm going to play the Stephen A. Smith clip because Stephen A. Smith, you're a fucking idiot too. And I usually like some of the things Stephen A. Smith says, but I'm going to play it. But you're a fucking idiot, Stephen A. Smith.
John Harbaugh definitely deserves a job. He definitely deserves to be a head coach, but am I thrilled? Am I over the moon about it for a New York Giants franchise that's been 7-27 over the last 2 years? Not particularly. I think that this is one of those situations where, you know, you still got the GM that's there. And if you're John Harbaugh, you're bringing Todd Monken with you, the guy that doesn't know when to give Derrick Henry the ball half the time. So, I'm looking at it from that standpoint. And I'm saying, my God, you didn't want to give Derrick Henry the ball. You're going to give it to Scatterbull? I just don't know what you're going to do right now. This is, again, it's not a bad hire. John Harbaugh's been in the NFL coaching for 18 years. He's a Super Bowl champion.
Hey, Stephen A. Smith, fuck you. Knock, knock. Who's there? Fuck you. Because you don't know anything. You don't know anything. You never been anything. I don't even know who the fuck Stephen A. Smith. I'm going to revert to the I don't know who the fuck Vegas is to I don't know who the fuck Stephen A. Smith is.
I get all of that. My whole point is that you had Lamar Jackson for the last 7.5 years and you couldn't get over the hump. We know
how many teams win a Super Bowl every year? One.
You guys struggled this year.
That means there's 31 other losers.
Heard noise coming out of Baltimore about how he seemed a bit detached and whatever. I like John Harbaugh. I like him a lot. I know that the man can coach. I'm not trying to be disrespectful in any way whatsoever, but he's not walking out the door in the same fashion that Mike Tomlin walked out the door. He was pushed out. There was an owner that had a press conference yesterday that told the world, you know what? They said when asked if Loop had made that field goal, would that have changed things? He said, yeah, for about a week. The owner said that. So, at some point in time, they just reached a point where
sometimes Andy Reid got kicked out of Philly. Vince Lombardi moved on from the Packers. Bill Belichick left the Patriots. Bill Parcells left the Giants. Tom Coughlin was ceremoniously dismissed from the Giants. It happens. Sometimes you just wait. Sometimes people start, after a period of time, like 18 years, people start tuning you out within the organization. That's called life. That has nothing to do with his ability to coach. Oh. Now I'm going to have to defend John Harbaugh. I've spent most of my time fighting morons who don't know anything about football because they overthought things about the Giants. Now I got to defend John Harbaugh. From Stephen A. Smith. Big Gred says, coming from a guy who said Dwayne Haskins was a scrambling quarterback, shut the fuck up, Kermit. Let's see here. Winning Super Bowls is hard, but we have a guy who knows he can coach a team. We don't have to hire him and pray he's actually able to be a head. Thank you. We don't have to hire a guy now that we have to sit there and wonder what he is going to be. Is Pat Shurmur, is McAdoo going to be anything better than an offensive coordinator? Is Pat Shurmur not a retread after a failed stint as a head coach in Cleveland? Is Joe Judge not just a special teams coach that Bill Belichick recommended, who I think Belichick was still fucking with us? I say, oh yeah, hire Joe Judge. I think that's what the Belichick does. He's still upset after what happened with Parcells. Is Brian Dable the coach of the future or just an OC? We no longer have to worry about any of that. All we have to worry about now is winning. That's it. Give me Todd Monken over. Give me Todd. We have a professional OC. I'm learning so much about Todd Monken right now. I think he's the greatest player ever. I mean, greatest OC ever. Coach, he said, Stephen A. Smith got a job for all the fans, likes the way he talks. Stephen A. Smith always flip-flops faster than a politician. Y'all still have no quarterback. Listen, I'm not going to tell you that Jaxson Dart's the answer. I'm not going to tell you that because I don't know. But now you have to sit here and figure out what you have in Jaxson Dart. I don't know if I've said it before. Jaxson Dart, when you throw from -2 to 8 yards, he completes 72% of his passes. He goes from 10 to 20, that drops down to 45. He goes from anything over 20 yards, it drops down to 24.9%. I don't know what we have in him. But you have a guy that won with two different styles of quarterbacks in Joe Flacco and Lamar Jackson. You have a guy that won with two different style quarterbacks. So that tells me he knows something about putting together an offense, or the people that he works with know something about putting together an offense to win games. Pete Carroll is a Seattle head coach. Moving on from him and moving on from a second time from the Raiders. Lamar Jackson started at running back, and he is a top quarterback. John did now watch Dart become a dot thrower. I think I watched a lot of Louisville games when he was in, because they played Rutgers. I watched a lot of Louisville games when Lamar was in college, and I think he got a bad rep because of the fact of what they did in Louisville. I never thought he was going to be this, complete like 70% of his passes, but I thought he was going to be at least a 60-something% completion percentage guy in the NFL. And John Harbaugh saw that, and John Harbaugh turned that into something that is something special. As long as Greg Rome isn't brought in on the OC, I'm happy. Maybe Wink will be a special assistant on the defense. No, you got to remember, Harbaugh fired Wink, but he's already talking about he's bringing in Todd as his OC. I don't know who Todd is. Like I said, I'm starting to learn about Todd right now, but right now Todd is the greatest player, greatest OC the Giants have had since Vince Lombardi. That's all I'm going to say. Greatest OC ever. I tell you, man, I'm Rod Tidwell today. I love everyone. I just don't know what to do with myself here. I really don't. I've really reached a point where I'm just like, what's going on here? What is literally going on in Giant Land here? I don't know. I wish I could tell you. I wish I could tell you that I'm, but I don't know. You did, John Mara, Tish, everyone else, you did something right. You did something right. And I love it because we got 103 likes, but it's only a 99% like percentage because some moron disliked it. Because they don't understand that this should be a momentous moment, a franchise-altering moment for the New York Giants. This is a moment that if you look at this guy, it's like the song, all I do is win, win, win. That's what this is all he does. He just wins. And he's had, 2 losing seasons? Here we go. Here's another.
Just a week ago, when you and I were sitting here discussing your Dolphins becoming a possible candidate, the Giants were sweating the Dolphins, sweating the Falcons and the Titans. What do you think pushed the Giants over the edge here?
The idea that the Giants were not messing around. This is a storied franchise that has been an absolute mess for the better part of a decade. Let's be real about this. Since Tom Coughlin walked out the door, the Giants have been searching for a program builder. You're not going to find a better program builder to come in and turn this baby around than John Harbaugh, who's done nothing but win since he's been the head coach of the Baltimore Ravens. And why did the Giants get over the hump compared to all these other teams? There's prestige still involved in this organization. It's one of the most storied franchises that the NFL has to offer. There is some.
That's what I'm saying. Legacy. And I think the Giants, and I hope, and like I said, I always go back to the Josh Jacobs and the way the Green Bay Packers sold him on the Packers. Legacy. Commitment to excellence. Being that cornerstone franchise. RWB, I get dislikes. I could literally give a 30-minute video how everything's wonderful, and I could have 100 people dislike it. They just dislike me, which is fine. I don't care. You don't have to like me. I'm not put on this world to be liked. Come on, guys. Can we get at least to 107 likes? We still got 75 people watching on Twitter. We got another 100-something watching at other places. Give me another stud wide receiver, tight end. Dart will be fine. But this is what I'm saying, Stu. You go get Tyler Lindenbaum. You go get likely the tight end that they have. And so right now you have Malik Neighbors coming back. You could pick up someone in the draft and free agency. I don't like the idea of trying to use Wan'Dale Robinson as a Steve Smith type component like they did in Baltimore because they're 2 different players. But it makes sense. Don't be surprised if the Giants start winning immediately. As a Charger fan, we didn't expect Jim to win 11 games when he's sick, and how, our Grandma Cap situation was, yes, but you also had a very special quarterback. Now, he's not a good playoff quarterback, but you got a very special quarterback in the Duck. And I think the Duck is only going to get better next year because you got to remember, and well, you know this because you're a Charger fan, this guy had 5 different offensive coordinators going back to college into the pros. I think he had 2 at the end of his college career, and then 3 different offensive coordinators, 3 consecutive years with the Chargers. So, I mean, he's a Harbaugh. And like I said, there is nothing better than be like, what's your name? My name. Well, who's your coach's name? Harbaugh. John Harbaugh. Coach Harbaugh. You know, that's the greatest coaching ever since, like I said, you could either have John Harbaugh or I want Tank Winner. What's your coach's name? Tank Winner. What's your coach's name? John Harbaugh. I'm still skeptical on Dart. He gives me Daniel. Oh yeah, I'm still not sold on Dart. not gonna lie to you. I'm still not sold on Dart, but that's not the point. The point is this: you have every journey starts with this first step, and this is the first step with the Giants. So we need to remember that every journey begins with this first step, and the first step for the Giants is securing a head coach that we don't have to question. We don't have to question this. We don't have to question him coming in. We don't have to question his pedigree. We don't have to question if he can do the job. We don't have to question these things anymore. We got a coach. I like Tank. Because that sounds like Mr. Perry, that sounds like a football player. It sounds like Tank Winter played like linebacker at USC. No, Tank Winter played linebacker at Penn State, 4-year starter as a freshman, came into the NFL like to Buffalo, like a Shane Conlon. And then he got a knee injury, so he went into coaching. That's why Tank Winter is his name. Strider says, I am pinching myself. It's real. Wow, Harbaugh is a giant. Timmy, now I've already said I'm not leaving. I told you I'm a man of my word. Also, there's the that's the thing we just listened to. Don't go to that. I gotta delete that. I just banned myself. I just can't ban. I love it. You cannot ban yourself. You cannot ban yourself. Well, I learned I cannot ban myself. I'm pinching. I'm going to put the link in the chat one more time, just in case anyone else wants to come on. We're going to be back on at 3. We're going to be back on at 3 to talk more about this, because hopefully we'll get some more information. Also, I need some more coffee. I got to walk the dogs. I got to go get the kids. I got to do a lot of stuff, but we'll come on from like 3 to 5. I also got to order food. I love deliveries. I went to the supermarket for the first time like in 6 months. So I order my food from supermarkets, and they deliver and they bring it to your house, and it just sits outside. And you're like, oh, this is great. So I got to order food because I'm not going. I went to the supermarket. I'm not doing that again. Nope. I got to there. I'm like, I walk in. I'm like, this place smells. It's like, what's that smell? Every aisle has a smell. Then you go to the fish aisle. Then you go to the meat aisle. Your fish and your meat and the other things, they shouldn't smell. I grabbed like 4 things. I'm like, fuck it. I'm going to go home and order my groceries like I always do. Let's see here. Yeah, but Tank is too close to tanking. No, man, because Tank. Now, let's see here. Stanley says, hey, Tim, the problem with Todd Monken is he made Lamar Jackson too much of a passer, and he wasn't utilizing his legs as much as we needed to do. But I like that. I think we need to do that with Jaxson Dart. I actually like that idea. I love Todd Monken's now. Todd Monken, greatest offensive coordinator ever. Yeah, that's actually a good name, Shell Dunkins. That's actually a good name. Oh, Richard. I'm just going to put Richard's comment up there because Richard's.
You're bad.
Warning, sarcasm. Warning, sarcasm.
Oh, there you go, Richard. I'll help you out there. Don't be surprised if the Giants started winning immediately. Well, we actually we don't have a cap situation. I already got that. We don't have a cap situation. We just have only 11 million. We can get up to 40. Ryan from Brian's Big Boo Podcast says, we did it. We did it, Ryan. We did it. We did it. I'm not going to lie. Ryan must be at lunch from school because Ryan was the first one online streaming at whatever time in the morning. I'll be, like I said before, I'll be back on again at 3. This was a fun 2 hours. I want to thank the 173 people that are still watching with 104 likes. Oh, Ryan's off today. I didn't know you're off today. What the fuck are you off today for? Why aren't you working then? Don't worry, Ryan. I'm going to steal all your viewers at 3 o'clock. So you might as well just come on the show at 3. I'm going to invite Ryan of Ryan's Big Boo Podcast to come on at 3 to be a guest. Come on down, Ryan. All right, I wanted 107 likes, but I'm going to take 104. We're going to see you at 3. I'm going to pull my Forrest Gump now, guys. I'm tired. I'm going to go home now. I'm going to go get some coffee. I'm going to see everyone at 3. Good day, great day. You can catch the rebroadcast of this show on the Believe Network in about 30 minutes, or you can watch it here on YouTube. But oh wait, you know what's funny? You know what's funny, Ryan? I actually did say I would eat a Hot Pocket if we got. I did say I know you're gonna eat one, but we got him. I did say I would eat a Hot Pocket if the Giants got John Harbaugh. I did say I would eat a Hot Pocket. I did say that, didn't I? I just remember that I did say that. Oh my God. I don't know, guys. I'm keep waiting to see if there's any more additional information on John Harbaugh. I gotta have some coffee. I need some more coffee. Wish the wife was home. I need someone to bring me some coffee. Where's the maid? She's not coming today. Let's see here. John Harbaugh will face the when will John Harbaugh face the Ravens as a coach? I'm trying to see if there's any other additional news, except for Todd Monken coming here with the Harbaugh. Hopefully at 3, we will Giants working to finalize deal. Hopefully, let's see here. Hopefully we will get we're going to talk about the Giant roster, and we're going to talk about the draft and everything at 3. So make sure everyone stays tuned for that. I appreciate everyone. That's I see everyone's dropping off, so that's good because I got to drop off too. But I love everyone. Everyone's great. Everyone's the greatest. Jaxson Dart, greatest quarterback in the history of the fucking world. John Harbaugh, Believe Network. Don't forget the mighty FanDuel. It's FanDuel.com, the #1 sports book in America. And I will see everyone at 3.